Hey guys, so I wanted to do a really quick video for Mercury retrograde. Now a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, Mercury retrograde, Mercury is the fastest moving planet, it rules communication, so that can also affect, computers, cars, everything in our lives. But it's not something to fear. It's actually kind of like the slingshot effect. So you pull the slingshot back to move forward. So a lot of times you'll see if you're conscious of the energy, some of your biggest progression will happen as a result of Mercury retrograde. But I feel like you have to watch the narrative of like mass media. Anytime there's like a huge collective narrative that's negative, just be mindful of that. So I pulled a couple of cards just to kind of see what some advice for Mercury retrograde. And the first one I got is protect nature. Now this is a beautiful card. To me, this is all about conserving your energy because Mercury retrograde wants us to slow down, evaluate, appreciate. We're in such a society where we're like, go, 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 do. And it's like, take care of yourself. Valentine's Day is also coming up. So whether you're single or attached, plan something nice for yourself. Go to a spa. Get in a jacuzzi, take a bath, there's water. We even have roses or flowers in here. Just kind of take care of yourself, get grounded, protect the nature of your body, protect the nature of your being, okay? It's really gonna put you in a high vibing place and you're not gonna be feeling a lot of the effects of this Mercury retrograde, especially because we're going into Pisces, and Pisces is a very psychedelic energy. It's all about who are you without your things. Pisces is not a very materialistic sign. It's very much about the spiritual realm, the higher planes. So the more you do activities to cater to yourself, you're gonna be Gucci, you're gonna be good, okay? So we got, to change habits, I must replace them with something else. So for example, if your habit is you're always rushing, what can you do to leave earlier during this time? Because Mercury retrograde, a lot of times people have really bad experiences because they're not conscious of it. So if you typically rush out the door, maybe wake up an hour earlier during this time. If you are wanting to change something, just be conscious of those things and make those changes. If you want to take care of yourself more, implement those things, but make sure you're slowing down. It's really causing us to change our habits on, and only you would know what those habits are for you. And also, the best way to predict my future is to create it. So if you are currently trying to manifest something, that could be relationships, health-wise, career-wise, in any way, it's looking like a call to change your habits. But I feel like it's really connected to your self-care. A lot of people think that manifestation is all about doing the hard work. Hustling doesn't do everything. Hustling and working hard is an element of an equation. It's not the whole thing. And anybody who tells you that they were successful because they work their ass off and they don't ever rest, they're still in that vibration with money. So they just have more shit, or excuse my French, well, or not. They have more things, but they still have the same level of stress. You don't want to climb the ladder with the same mentality. You want to be able to have that peace, take care of yourself, slow down. So that's going to include some people changing their habits. And the best way to predict your future is to create it. So if your narrative is, in relationships that is negative, or in work it's that you have to work so hard to make money, maybe work on your belief system. And you're like, hey, you know what? I get to create my reality. I have a peaceful work environment. I have whatever this could relate to. And I asked Spirit what the final outcome is if you guys do this work. I don't like to just say outcome cards without telling you do the work, because we do the work, okay? And the work is not always physical. It can be vibrational. It's the frequency work that you do first, then you do the action. So the outcome was the Two of Cups. And this is like a soulmate card. So a lot of people might be manifesting love during this Mercury in retrograde. Some people might be manifesting, reciprocal energy, strength, emotional fulfillment, balance. So I feel like a lot of people are going to be feeling way more balanced by taking care of themselves. And a lot of people might be attracting love. A lot of people might be attracting friendships, soulmates. Soulmates can be friends as well. And a lot of balance too. You're going to be feeling emotionally and physically balanced. So just do this work. And the work ain't hard. The work is pretty easy. It's just self-care. But for some people, you know, it's really hard because they have that fear. If they take care of themselves or if they put time into themselves, they're lacking in another area. But the truth is, this is what you're attracting by doing it, that loving energy. So that's just some advice for Mercury retrograde. It's short and sweet, to the point, but I just wanted to say that be careful what your narrative is about your Mercury retrograde, because when you're speaking that, you're also speaking into a collective narrative that may not serve you. And maybe you could reframe that and be like, every time Mercury retrograde comes, I notice that my life gets better in a lot of ways because it's teaching me how to change my habits. You just gotta learn how to rephrase. It's very important, and it'll make the difference between your experiences. Anyways, have a great day, guys. See you next time.